The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Welcome to the Hangover Time post-game show. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas. Wore a suit today for the occasion. My first time hosting Hot. Alf's not here today. Alf had an emergency, and I was here to step in. I'm very excited. I've always wanted to host one of these. Alf never lets me. You know, it's a big deal. It's his baby. I've always wanted to say this. Bring me out, Brass. Let's see what we got today. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Hey, fucking, are you serious? Do I even have a producer? I don't know. These people just left me. This is a protest? Did my staff just go on strike? Did they unionize? Holy, what the fuck? I don't even. Well, for the pod audience, everyone is just not here. There's a bunch of empty boxes, empty microphones, empty setups. Apparently, nobody wants to do the show with me. It's okay though. You know what? Let's find out what I'm gonna drink tonight. What am I gonna drink tonight? And I'll fucking do the show alone if I have to. Okay? So what am I? Taking this damn suit off and wore a damn a cake. Oh, look who showed up. Oh, look at that. Hey, Brass.
Hi, G.
How was the little strike?
I don't know. I had a good time.
Better than being here. Welcome to Hangover Time, folks. My coworkers wanted to play a little prank on me, and that was cute. That was funny, y'all. Okay, so I guess we are doing What Are We Drinking? I guess I am doing a show with co-hosts. I'm keeping it simple today. A little gin and tonic. Real nice and simple on a Sunday night. Celebrating my first time doing hot, exciting. Moose, what are we drinking tonight?
Hello, G. How are you? Congratulations on your first show hosting. We're gonna keep it to a hard 30 tonight. I got the monkey shoulder right here, as always, and I'm gonna hit you one time with a drip drop.
Go ahead, me out of that.
Oh my god, how many more games do we have?
Listen, maybe 2, maybe 3, max 4.
Who
max
won
4.
tonight?
Huh?
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out. Let's go around the room. Tiff, what's up, man? What you drinking?
Tito's and lemon. That's it.
Those are the saddest Tito's and lemons.
Sad night, sad game.
Right, what the hell?
Just
sad.
It's very sad.
Sad drink.
Siobhan, what do we got tonight?
I thought so. We have some Maker's Mark and a Pinot Noir. It's called Cloud Veil. The rest of the bottle.
Maker's Mark is new for you.
New to you from me.
New to you. New to Hangover Time. Yeah, okay. New to you. Yeah, okay. We're straight. Frankie, what's up, man? What are we drinking tonight?
A Cabernet Sauvignon from CVS, Dark Horse brand.
That's a hefty fucking pour there, Frankie.
Yeah,
I haven't drank all night, so we're gonna do it. Texas, they have their liquor stores closed on Sundays. This is fucking un-American.
Really?
They preach freedom. They preach freedom and everything and shit. And your liquor stores can't be open on a Sunday. Get the fuck out of here. Take me out, Brass.
So liquor stores closed on Sunday, but guns open Sunday through Sunday.
24 hours.
24 of them things.
I will say for Frankie, though, I'm just happy to see it in an actual glass and not an actual vase.
It's true.
So that's nice.
That's been
true.
like
moving on up.
I've had like 4 episodes with a cup. So
yeah,
learn
thanks
your
for
watch
watching
when you're
Moose.
on.
thanks for watching. Moose.
Do I need to send y'all wine glasses?
Yeah,
Listen, you could.
Somebody expense. I've been fun.
I just broke one today, so you can.
I'll get you. I got you. I told the accountant. He's like, "Well, why are wine glasses a company expense?" I was like, "Do you not watch our post game
It's
show?"
called Hangover Time.
Come on, Brass. What you got planned today?
I didn't make a cocktail. I hung out with Tiff today, like in person.
I saw that was some
which
nice.
Was cool.
Made some nice cocktail and some nice tableside guac. I was impressed.
Hell yeah.
Artisanal guac.
So I have a that's the wrong.
What was that?
You're terrible at producing. So I have this Captain Lawrence. I have a New England IPA, and I got a 128 ounce little keg here.
Oh, that's fucking awesome!
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that is
pretty great.
Yeah, dude, that looks great.
So
that is cute.
Triple IPA too. It's pretty strong.
Tiff, how was hanging out
nice.
with how was hanging out with Brass? Was it worse than you expected?
Just because you're host of the fucking show doesn't mean shit. G.
You can still get tossed.
Listen,
That's one.
Listen.
Oh wait, I have one question. Tiff, at any point did you say "take me out, Brass"?
Oh, did I? No.
No, I don't think so.
Missed opportunity.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, that to your partners? What does that mean?
Fuck Alf.
Yeah, Alf canceled, and now Alf's in the chat. I was probably watching from his couch saying, "Yeah, I'm not home yet, guys. Yeah, I'm not home." You know what probably happened? Alf said that I might not be home, but Alf was like watching the game and like giving his commentary, and he was probably like, know what? I already said I might not be there. I feel like they got this. I'm taking a night off.
He saw more of the game than I did.
Fuck this game, by the way. There was a game tonight.
Like,
we should probably talk
updates
about it.
on like lineups. Siobhan, like I was like telling you who's in. Like I'm not fucking paying attention to who's in the game when the Bucks are up 30. And I was like, this guy's played 37.8 minutes. Why is he not out there with Chris Paul and Ayton? I was like, that was just so weird.
That's you in there helping him throwing stat tweets in the chat and all this bunch of numbers. What? All these numbers in the chat.
I was just putting Karis.
Huh?
Yeah, Fez is out because I'm hosting. Let's get into the game today. Want to get into a couple things. Siobhan, I kind of want to talk about the way that I think Milwaukee really showed you that as long as Phoenix doesn't hit 10 billion threes, they're going to be able to be in the game. I thought their base defense is good. I thought Lopez in the last game kind of showed you that he has some pick and roll chops. He can put him a little higher up. He's able to kind of defend the roller and the ball handler. I thought he did a good job there. And I just think in general, like the Bucks kind of stuck to their game plan. The role guys executed better. Of course, they're at home. Middleton balled out. Thought Giannis was a little bit more of a willing passer, which is something that we talked about last Hangover Time. But I just think it was kind of the same game plan. That was just kind of executed better, and Phoenix kind of struggled shooting the ball. I was kind of curious as to what you thought. Siobhan.
I think it was largely the same game plan. I do think Phoenix missed on some opportunities that I think that they took in the prior game. DeAndre had some opportunities for like some short roll situations and like fumbled a couple times or would roll all the way into the defense when he's been, dragging back behind Chris, fumbled the ball a bit. He didn't, after his, really, really awesome start, he tapered off a bit. Devin didn't play well. And so, I think, Milwaukee largely did stick to most of their guns, but I think Phoenix missed a lot of opportunities, and we'll probably look at that game and not that they let one get away because, the closest it was, was 4, within 4 some point in the third, but it never really felt like they had much momentum. Milwaukee was going to get at least one at home. So, I think they missed some chances, but I do think Milwaukee did what they were doing well, better, and for longer periods of time.
Tiff, so Book has not great game, first finals game on the road. I think that's everybody knows that I like take every opportunity to slander Book, but I mean I just think it's a case of like, dude, young guy on the road, that's a tough spot. That's a lot of pressure. Milwaukee was in do or die situation, a lot of vets on the other team fighting for their lives. I don't take much from that. Kind of wondering where you are.
No, he had a bad game. I mean, that's just pretty much what it was. But I think one thing to take note of is that what's really exposed is when he has a really bad offensive game, you get to see how bad his defense is. So so literally whatever they need to do for game 4 to get him better open looks, they're going to have to do that because his defense is predicated on his offense. His defense isn't that good at all. But when he's rolling offensively, he's more of a live body on defense.
Yeah, one ignites the other.
Right. So whatever it is, they gotta. That's what they have to figure out. I honestly just think if you couple that with just a bad shooting night all around, this is what you get because Phoenix literally did what they always do. They just didn't do it good tonight.
Yep.
That's because this is where we are in this series. They're gonna do what they always do, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna win. They just didn't do that tonight, but they had every opportunity going down the stretch into the third to pull this, to either pull even or to take the lead in the fourth, and they just fell apart, which I don't think you're going to see again in game 4.
I agree.
I feel like that's just like road game shit, right? It's like because all those other games, Milwaukee, I don't think Milwaukee was like completely. I think Phoenix is a better team. I think that through 3 games, I feel like we kind of feel that. But I never thought that Milwaukee was like completely outclassed because Milwaukee would make these pushes, but Phoenix just kept slamming the door shut. And that just wasn't the case. Like Phoenix just could not pull away from them. Even when Phoenix got a lead on them, they could not get it. They could not stretch it like they usually could. And it's just, I don't know, like it felt like a product of a road game. I think, listen, 2-1 series, is always a really fun game for the team that's down. It's going to be a fight for your life, fucking rock fight. I said earlier that it didn't really feel like the finals to me yet. I think game 4 is going to feel like the finals. That's going to be fun as fuck. Like it was great.
Series hasn't started yet, G.
Listen,
series hasn't started yet.
But not even
road team needs to win for the series to start. I haven't seen anything yet.
Moose, did Scott Foster make his presence felt?
Literally. Who's that?
Did Scott Foster make his presence felt?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Played hard.
Good take.
Played hard. Well, no, because the whole thing was like he's in CP3's head. Don't you remember? That was the whole fucking stupid narrative. It's like, what is it? CP's a 1-12 in the last 13 playoff games officiated by Scott Foster.
And the one win, he didn't even play.
He didn't even play. That's via StatMuse. Do I?
No, you don't.
No,
Alf,
you don't. Alf.
Are you going to come on the show or not, Alf? What are you doing?
I'm nervous. This is the most nervous I've ever been hosting any. I'm on the biggest platform I've ever been on. Hot. I mean, honestly, I thought all that Scott Foster shit was kind of so fucking overblown. I think the conversation around the series has been brain dead. Franky, the other thing I kind of wanted to talk about was Kaminsky's minutes today. So without Saric, which by the way, I think somebody told me that Kaminsky has played more finals minutes than Bam now, which makes me incredibly sad.
God.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible, but we'll get into some Bam Olympic stuff on the back end of the show. But I thought Kaminsky did not look very good. I think they absolutely missed Saric. They were kind of hammered in those Kaminsky minutes, and I think today, especially when Ayton's in foul trouble, it really showed. It's like, they don't really have a guy to back up Ayton, and I don't know. That looked as bad as I thought it might go. Kaminsky with a crisp -12 on the game.
I mean, Kaminsky has never looked good. There's no such thing as good Kaminsky looking minutes. Like he's one of the ugliest guys in the league. He's the fat kid from Rebound, all grown up.
Oh,
like
no.
it's just
Martin Lawrence. That's not nice.
Martin Lawrence was a fat kid at Rebound. Terrible joke. Yeah, man, they definitely missed Saric. Another thing, campaign was and Booker couldn't get it going. They count on so much of their dribble penetration and their shot making to loosen up the rest of the shooting for them. Campaign 3 of 10 from the floor. Devin Booker 3 of 14. You can't win on the road like that. You need those. You need Booker for sure. And if Booker's off, Payne has to pick up the slack. Both of them playing like shit. It's a blowout.
we'll see what it is. So that's my box score opinion. As you can tell, I watched so much of this game.
I mean, listen, Frankie, you're killing it with analysis. So one of the staples here on Hot is making fun of one Thanasis Antetokounmpo, who is absolutely
Thanasis.
It's a snort at the end that fucking kills me.
You gotta
Brass, do we have our boys highlights or lowlights, however you want to call them?
We sure do. He's the biggest scrub in the family.
So delightful.
All right, so at the end of the first quarter, we had Thanasis come in for 15 seconds of the game.
Hey.
So let's check. Let's see how this goes.
So big stint for him.
Oh, foul. Let's see that again.
Please.
How dare he?
Again.
How dare he do that to Jay Crowder?
Did Thanasis do that?
And that is our Shamley Matters segment tonight. So thank you.
All right.
Ah, look
Holy
at that.
shit, that guy is something, huh?
Hey, played well. Played well. A lot of energy.
That's a career high, right?
I mean, he has a finals win.
That's true.
I mean, he must average like
Yeah,
10 fouls per 36 minutes.
I think it was
Must
like
be-
9.
Is it
I think it was,
9?
like, actually like 9 point something.
I
That's
think
like
he's
that's
so
like Mo Harkless
useless. I don't. Okay, basketball reference. What do we got? He averages.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
hold on.
great content.
Oh
Let's
god,
look up
it doesn't
basketball
really
reference
matter. G, we're
in
just
the middle.
like we're just talking.
Nah,
shit.
I
We don't need to,
I was kind of curious as to what his per 36 foul minutes are, because that's what we do on Hangover Time when Alf's not here. So
break
take
it down
easy.
on Heat Beat,
Yeah, if
not the forum.
yeah, I mean, like for as weird as this game was, I don't think that there's a lot to take from it. I thought both their teams kind of played their base, and Milwaukee just kind of, got their home win, right? Hold serve at home. I think that I think we're going to see probably some adjustments on Monty's side in terms of kind of minute management. It's just Tiff. I think it's going to get tough for them as the series kind of elongates and we get deeper and deeper into it, but they have to really figure out. I know.
Okay, I can't wait to cut that up later.
I mean, he doubled down. Like, he doubled down in the same sentence. Which is...
No, but you know what's funny? That was me aborting. I was just like, oh,
clip
God, that sounds
clip that
awful.
chat so I can
That
cut
sounds
that
awful.
up
And then I was
later.
like, let me do something else. And then I made it worse. I made it worse.
Oh my
As
god.
they get
That's two.
as we
Some of that's
continue
ball
on in
low.
this series and it gets later and later. Tiff, it's just I'm just
This is the Frank Kaminsky backup of Hangover Time.
I'm literally giving like Alpha's Yonder 8
Brass, we need G's face over Kaminsky's body.
Oh my god. My 36 minutes are horrible. Tiff, I do think that the minutes management going forward is going to be interesting because, Devin had played a lot of minutes prior to tonight, and I know that he's sad, and we can get into like why he's sad or whatever. But, without, I saw Torrey Craig played a little bit today, but I don't think he's 100% right. You're not going to have Saric, and they really have to be careful with how they manage these guys' minutes because I don't know how much they can survive some of these starters not playing.
So they can't be careful. Like, what am I saving you for?
Yep.
You can't be careful. Like, right. I don't care if Devin played 40 minutes tonight. He's going to have to play 40 minutes whenever the next game is. It's like, This is it. You're here to win. And you're a man down. Obviously, you would rather have Sarge than Frank the Tank, but this is what it is. It's also kind of like, how you can spare Devin Booker from probably having to play so many minutes? Maybe if DeAndre Ayton can stay out of foul trouble.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things that can happen in the next game where we'll go, oh, they look as good as they did 3 days ago. But Devin Booker's young. I'm sorry. He's not hurt. He just played like crap. He got pulled, which a lot of coaches should do.
Yeah.
And sit there, think about it. We're down by 20. No need for you to be out there. Get your rest now because you're not getting your rest in the next game. That's literally just what it is. It's nothing. I don't think it's anything detrimental to him.
Oh!
There we go.
Hey there, big guy.
Listen.
Take him out,
Brass,
right now.
Bring me full screen. First of all, a couple things I need to address. Bow, 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 bow. My Kevin Hart shit. Boom.
Let me tell you something. One time.
First of all, drip drop. Second of all, I'm going to address the Devin Booker thing in a minute. Thank you, G, for taking over Hangover Time. I avoided driving to Vero Beach tonight, so a round of applause for me. Because if you've ever been to Vero Beach, it fucking sucks. But I want to address those fucking losers in the Deer District. First of all, it's called the Deer District. You're fucking, inbred fucking Milwaukee cheese eating fucking losers. First of all, it's a super spreader event where you guys are all out there with fucking jerseys and greasy fucking shoulders next to each other. Most of you guys have your fucking shirts off with your fucking titties out, man titties, like fucking man nipples everywhere. We call man nipples Frank Kaminsky's because they're all useless. Okay, so the fucking Deer District, all these fucking finasses all over the fucking place, and then to shoot fucking fireworks for a home finals win, fireworks for one fucking game in the finals. You fucking pathetic losers. Fireworks? That is so much worse than the confetti that the Knicks dropped in when they won one game in the first round a few years ago.
But they were 50% off after 4th of July off, so.
Bro, somebody had to go out there, fucking set up fireworks. Some fucking inbred hick with a fucking neck beard is out there. Oh, the fucking Bucks won. Light them up, baby. And they for a fucking home win. Like, what a fucking loser city, loser franchise. Like, oh my God, I could not believe that shit. Anyway, that's what I really wanted to get into. Like, that production in the fucking Deer District. First of all, Deer District. Like, just lean into the fact that you guys are country fucks. And like, all you do is fucking hunt deer, eat cheese, and take your shirt off in public. Like, just lean into it. Like, honestly, you guys all make me embarrassed to wear cargo shorts because I feel like every motherfucker out there wore a fucking Bucks jersey and cargo shorts. You pathetic fucks. Anyway, bring me out, Brass.
There we go.
That was so much better than me looking up.
Time. Drip drop.
Drip drop. I had to run to make a fucking drink first.
That was so much better than me looking up the Nasus per 36
so much better.
What were you doing there, G? Come on, man.
I was nervous.
There you go.
Change that
my USB cable held out until Alf got here. Shout out to my USB cable.
and I am going to. Okay, so
my USB cable made more of a contribution tonight than Devin Booker did.
Listen, I want to push back on the Devin Booker thing because I know Siobhan and Tiff disagree with me, so that probably means I'm wrong. Usually, if Siobhan and Tiff are against me, I'm wrong. But if you have a young superstar, what year is he in? His 5th year?
Something like it.
And he has a bad shooting night, and you are making a push to come back. You cut it to 4 in the 3rd quarter. It goes back to 6, 8, blah, blah, blah. And you go into the 4th quarter, you're down, I think there were 12, 13, something starting in the 4th quarter. You bring back in Ayton, and Chris Paul's old ass is still playing out there with one good hit. And you don't bring Devin Booker in, there's 2 things that's happening. Either Devin Booker is hurt, and you're just saying, you know what, you are having a bad game because you're not quite healthy. We're just going to give you the rest because we're not going to come back anyway. Or you are fucking up a young player's fucking confidence. It is a bad look to me. Like, you do not do that to a budding superstar. Like, Dwayne Wade in his 3rd year would have never got benched in the 4th quarter if he had a bad shooting game. And I'm sure he had bad shooting games. Like, you don't do that. Like, and to me, Monty Williams is good enough of a coach and he's smart enough of a coach that he would never do that to a young man's confidence. Devin Booker was not right.
But you just
they're
made
all your own, not right. But it's the end
though.
of the season, so we can't say it's injury because none of them are right. So here's the numbers. Devin Booker played
what?
Wait, the numbers?
The numbers.
Because now I want to say this. Devin Booker played 29 minutes.
Exactly, Tiff. 29 minutes.
Hold up. Chris Paul only played 34.
Exactly.
Jay Crowder played 33. Bridges played 27. Aiden played 24. It wasn't. It just was what it was.
Right.
He just.
It went. Okay, so did all those guys get benched halfway through the third quarter? That's the difference to me. When a guy doesn't play in the fourth quarter at all, and Ayton and Chris Paul are playing, that to me is not. You're not trying to send a message. You're not saying, young fella, you had a bad game. Just sit on out and watch this. You're not saying that. Either you're saying that you ain't right and you need the rest, or it's a bad. To me, it's a bad look.
But he did say that. He pulled him. He set him beside him and spoke to him
they
for like
spoke
5
for
to 10
minute.
minutes on the bench.
Yes, and that's the thing. That's the thing. You like. There's a difference in the way that Monty coaches and the way that all these other coaches coach. He has a different type of rapport with them, and so like, yes, typically you wouldn't necessarily pull a young guy that's having a rough shooting night. But I don't even like it. I think that Monty was going into it like Milwaukee was going to win one on their own floor regardless. They lost game 3 in their last 2 series, so they it's nothing to them. And Devin didn't have a good first half last game. He didn't have a good first half this game. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we made a push. Let's see if our other guys can get us. DeAndre started off well. Chris, yeah, he old as hell, but his old man game and the way that he's able to get to his spots doesn't take a lot of, too much out of his body. He just has a fuck ton of miles. I think that it really was, Devin, you're not playing well. Come here, just sit, relax, gather yourself. You are still young. It is your first finals. And, we're in an okay spot. We're not hurting to win this game 3. Milwaukee was going to get one. Go ahead. Let them go feel well about themselves for a night. We'll come back, regroup tomorrow or whenever the fuck.
And can I just say real quick to back up Siobhan, like Devin Booker, yes, he's a young player, but he's not a rookie. I have zero concerns of this guy losing his confidence. Yeah. If you think he's going to lose his confidence, then you have not been paying attention to Devin Booker. Devin Booker's made it here because of his confidence.
If he loses his confidence, then he's not who
why
exactly.
bench him? Why bench him when you?
I legitimately think it was just, tonight's not your night.
It's just not your night.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. If you have a superstar, a budding young great player, and he is 4 for 13, you tell his ass to sit down in the fourth quarter, down 12
yes.
points.
Yes, because he's not giving you anything on the defensive end.
The entire fourth, I'm
a little. He's not giving you anything on the defensive end.
Out. You do not tell a great player we can't come back 12 down.
We don't. The coach does.
Right. Or so you go continue.
Oh, you're 4 for 13. 4 for 13. Oh, you sit down because we're down 12. We can never make up this deficit in the goddamn finals. Get out! That is not.
Relax.
But listen, whatever they said,
not in the Deer District.
Whatever was said,
do that to Kobe Bryant.
Whatever was said to him, he agreed. Whatever he said, he agreed.
All I'm saying is Justice Winslow was never benched in the fourth quarter of the finals.
Started at the 5. Thank you.
Listen, whatever was said, he agreed because he nodded.
Because he wasn't right. He's hurt.
I'm not. Everybody's not right though.
No, but there's difference between you got a little tweak, or it's something like, yo, bro, like I shouldn't even play tonight. I did my best. Now we're down 12 points in the fourth quarter.
I mean, 12 points because I would say 12 points.
12 points.
12 points is a surmountable lead. Listen, like that is you can erase that. You can erase that.
Especially if you're a 3-point shooter.
You put in your starters 12 points down with 6 minutes left in the fourth.
Listen, he benched him.
Because he ain't right.
We can't.
It's fine. It's one game.
I'm gonna trust Monty into the next game.
Do it, bro.
I'm gonna trust him until.
Do you see the way he coaches and embraces and like the way that he is with that team? Let that man rock and coach his team.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
This is a really good basketball talk. I'm glad we got to it. So I'm gonna hit you one time with a drip tap. That was for the chat.
I'm not saying he's wrong. What I'm saying is that we need to look at Devin Booker and think and be honest with ourselves that the reason that he's playing like this is not because he just had a bad shooting night. That man is hurt. Because if he wasn't hurt,
Or sick, right? I mean,
or sick. There's something going on with Devin Booker because if he was 100% healthy, you let him play that entire fourth quarter. Any coach in the NBA, after 29 minutes and you're down 12 points, you let him play 12 minutes to try to get you back. If you're still down 14 with 4 minutes left, then you pull him. Or
for what? Like you said, they were already closer in the third, down 4, and they didn't pull it. Like they didn't finish that gap. So why put him back in now 12 if he isn't feeling right, if he isn't shooting?
Because it's 12 points in the fourth quarter of a finals game, and Devin Booker is your best player. Like, why would you?
Well, right, and you know, and Milwaukee hasn't really been doing very particularly well in those fourth quarters. I mean, that's just my guess. I from what I've seen, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. I do think there's something. I think there's something to be said from what Alpha's saying.
He's hurt
because 12 points is not much, man. It's not like if it were like 25 points. I get it, but like listen, if you're in a situation where you can possibly go up 3-0,
the coach knows more.
Yeah, I think the coach knows the motherfucker was hurt.
Well, I'm not gonna. I can't ride with that if he started the game to play. So
and he went 3 for 14, and then third quarter they were like, "Man, you done."
Because he went 2 for 10 the first half of last game,
and they were like, "Thank you, bro. You tried. Like, thank you for trying."
So he did the same thing. He tried the first half. Mine, he was like, "Have a seat."
Yeah, because you tried, but that's not a healthy player doesn't get pulled like that, in my opinion.
Gianni's looking at the Thanasis per 36.
They do, and more should. To your point.
Fucking looking.
More should, for real. Like, there's something to like riding momentum. There's also something to like stopping a particular wave of bad momentum. More like people should be pulled for little bursts of time.
But not for a quarter and a half.
Sure. But you know what? I don't think it was gonna be that long when Monty initially pulled him.
Right.
And then the game just kind of kept going. And then at that point, it was like, you know what? Not gonna put him back in now and just risk further injury or something.
It was
but that's it. But again, if you're talking injury and shit like that, like
that's what I'm saying.
Like
it ain't the man just had a bad shooting game.
Like I'm saying, if you're talking about like keeping a player out to not risk injury, it's Chris Paul you're talking about, not Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Right. So like Devin Booker started. What did you say he started the last game? Like 2 for 12 or something like that.
2 for 10, like 2. Yeah,
2 for 10. It was bad.
2 for 10, yeah.
But like
and he finished well. He finished decently.
He still ended up getting 31 points.
Yeah.
Like in the last game. So like he came around. Like he can do that. He can start off poor and come around and explode and certainly overcome a 12-point deficit.
Right.
I think that's a fair.
Home. They had their crowd. Milwaukee was just due to win a game. They were gonna get as much.
It feels a little hindsight though. Like like going into the fourth quarter, I sort of see it. I mean,
but then why play Paul at 8 then? Is my whole thing. Now, if you really, my biggest criticism of Monty is not about Devin because I think there's a story behind that story. To me, it was DeAndre Ayton had 4 fouls, and you held him out in the entire fourth quarter while the game slipped away. At some point, he gonna foul out either way. Like you saved what you saved them last 2 fouls for, and you getting beat the fuck up on the inside. You know what I mean? Like at some point, like
he's not giving you shit.
Yeah. Oh my God, Frank Kaminsky. My God.
Oh wow. Oof.
But
like for real, like okay, so like let's take this. Let's talk about the Heat for a second. Like this season, if we're going in, important game, we really need this. We're down by 12 going into the fourth, and Duncan Robinson has been shooting like shit. Are we really content with just letting him sit on the bench just because he's having a rough shooting night?
But Duncan,
what is he doing on the defensive end?
They do different things, though.
I think it'd be more like.
I mean, okay, but I'm just trying to say, like, it's someone that's not maybe they're not really giving you much on the defensive end, and that's kind of what you're sort of concerned about a little bit tonight. But like, that's why I didn't use a player like Jimmy because like Jimmy can have shooting nights, but like defensively he's giving you shit.
Yeah, Moose, when you're coming back from a double-digit deficit,
I'm just saying it's the fucking finals.
Defense isn't your first concern. And when you're coming back from a double-digit deficit, like you have to score.
But if you're not worried about defense, it's going to be more than. It's going to continue amping up.
Campaign was out there. Campaign ain't stopping nobody.
You got to get stops.
But I'm saying unless he's hurt, like if you're going to lose by whatever they lost to tonight, or or they lost by fucking 6. It doesn't really matter. Like, a loss is a loss. Like, to me, unless there's a bigger issue going on, if he's sick, if there's an injury, like, you play him. You just play him in these situations for the entire fourth quarter.
I think he had games. I think outside of like an injury concern, I think the Suns should feel really good about this. Like Siobhan said, you probably weren't going to sweep Milwaukee. Milwaukee's going to get one at home. But look at this. The minutes the Suns played compared to the Bucks, none of their main core guys played more than 35 minutes. All of Milwaukee's big three played 38 or more. And to win by 20, like, they got a blowout and they didn't even get their rest for their starters. So while Phoenix, they're like, all right, count this up. We know what we did wrong. Devin's not going to shoot this bad again if he's healthy. Chris Paul's going to get it going next game. Ayton's not going to get in foul trouble like this. We know what we have to adjust to. Milwaukee just played their best game and had to play their guys maximum minutes to win by 20 at home. Like that, like Phoenix is going to feel way better about this loss than Milwaukee should about this win.
And out those minutes you're talking about with DeAndre and Chris at the end, those are like in-game reps at that point. That's a point guard repping with his young big, like high leverage. Like, it was over, but not. But like, I agree with what Franky said. Like, I don't think that the Chris and DeAndre minutes at the end should be indicative of whether or not Devin should have been into. Consider all things else considered. Me personally.
Yeah. Well, I will say that if you're giving up a game at the beginning of fourth quarter down 14, 16 points, it's bad luck and not a finals game. You don't give that up. You play that until at least 4 minutes left, and then they pulled away, and then they pulled all their starters. But, like, if you're going to bench anybody, if you're going to sit anybody down because the game's out of reach, Chris Paul is the first motherfucker that needs to sit down. And that's why it did not make sense to me that Devin Booker's sitting because the game's out of reach, but DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul are there. Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. You put those two out there because you think you might be able to pull within 6 or something like that. And then watching Devin Booker on the bench, if somehow they got the game within 6 with 6 minutes left, it didn't look like Devin Booker was coming back in the game no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where I say it wasn't about his poor shooting. It was about the fact that no matter what happened, he was not going back in that game because he was not right.
Yeah. And that's something we won't know. That's something we won't know unless they leak that. And they usually don't leak something like that unless it's obvious. But we're also used to Spo riding with Wade no matter what the score is, no matter his shooting.
He should.
We need a 3-pointer. Let's draw it up for Dwayne Wade.
He would make that falling
off. Yeah, and what's your point?
And he would make
it. That's what I'm saying. We're just used to that.
But okay, I came in here like a house of fire, and apparently we have some segments to get to that I didn't know we didn't get to yet.
Segments? Moose is like hard 30. This is the longest hard 30 ever.
That's why I'm saying let's get to the segments. Come on.
Wait, okay, so what do we have? We have a Bonds breakdown and a Moose at the movies?
Spoiler alert.
Then why the fuck was I talking so much?
Hold up. Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
We got to skip Moose in the movies today.
I mean, we can. We
should have skipped G at the Hangover Time.
I wish we skipped you tonight, G. What's up, Siobhan?
This won't be long. I just wanted to look at a few of how Brooke was playing the pick and roll coverage and one defensive at the end. Go ahead. The first one. So pause. All right. So Drew's on Chris. Brooke is guarding DeAndre. Last game, G, you made a point to talk about how Brooke was doing a good job getting to the level of the screen, but still recovering back. I feel like this game, I don't even know that he was trying to come all the way up to the screen, at least not when he was guarding DeAndre. Go ahead. Pause. He's wide open. I really, really appreciate the way that DeAndre Ayton, the way that he rolls to the basket. Chris comes off the screen. He'll drag to either the left side or the right side. A lot of times he likes to come to the right because that's where he gets his little shot too. Chris is probably the only person that should be allowed to make jump passes. He does them very well. And this was the result early on in the first. So then coming down here, go to the next one. Pause. All right, so now it's Frank Kaminsky in, and I think, is that Chris? Yeah, Frank and Chris. Brooke is guarding Frank, kind of in the way because there's some action happening. His guards got to fight over and a bunch of stuff. Go ahead. Comes back, pause. He's still playing off, but I feel like he was playing even further off of DeAndre. Go ahead. Pause. Last play, we saw him kind of, I don't know, like a bad trap on Chris coming off. This time he mostly stuck with the body of Frank and rolled with him. I don't know if he felt he needs to do that because Frank is bigger, but like DeAndre had been working him kind of in the first quarter, or working all of them really. Go ahead. Just looking at, like I said, differences in how they were guarding. Go to the next one. Pause. So it's DeAndre, and now Bobby's guarding him. Let it roll. Pause. Same thing. Bobby is playing in the area that Brooke had been playing him. Last game, DeAndre was doing a good job of rolling short, stopping in kind of that free throw line area. Had he done that, Jay needs to fill behind him more to the right. That's a hard pass for DeAndre to try to make it that angle. Jay pops over some more. DeAndre stops short, catches the ball cleanly. Jay might have a shot. Devin can cycle through. You know, they get a little bit more motion. DeAndre fumbles the ball. Go ahead. And then, you know, Crab dribbles out. And then they continue. I think Cam's going to come around, gets a roll. DeAndre could be sealed right here. Jay's in the corner. They recovered well. I think they could have gotten that earlier on. And last one is them quickly on defense. Pause. It's like semi-transition here. And so the philosophy, I guess, you know, in transition, build a wall, guard Giannis, whatever. Frank is guarding Brooke way back here. I don't know why Frank stopped so short in anticipation of Brooke shooting at three. If he shoots it, he makes it, let him. Go ahead. You have, pause. You have Giannis now already with the momentum he had from the little semi-transition. And now with a screen, you know, and like vertical dive, Devin's going to have to cut over and help. Devin's too small. Frank is still too high up, worried about the kick out to Brooke. Let Brooke shoot that three. You need to prevent, you know, this big dude from diving down the middle. Go ahead. I think Phoenix had a lot of looks at doing some of the things that they like to do, but just didn't do them well. And that Milwaukee did the things that they should have been doing just in longer stretches. That's it.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you think, G?
Right.
Nice laundry basket.
Nice laundry.
Yeah,
right. Like, what the hell?
Feel free to fold your clothes,
Holy
man. What
shit.
the fuck?
I want to make it weird. I just want to stay on this and make it weird for G.
Is that Degree deodorant over on the side?
G actually added himself to the show here, like, as if he was ready, and this is what he leaves us with.
I love the little squirt bottle he has on the windowsill.
I don't even, man. I have questions and I don't want them answered. I really don't.
Thing I was about to say.
I was like, what is that? Does he water his plants with that thing?
Fleet bottle. Windows. Nobody knows what that is.
You know that meme where it's like the goofy looking dude, like the Disney characters, and he walks into this woman's bedroom and her mattress is on the floor, she got clothes everywhere, and he's like, B, you live like this? Like, I'm like, G, you live like this?
Max and Roxanne.
You're like, what's happening, G?
All
Like,
right, it's supposed to be like a real pretty. I'm like, damn, shorty, this how you?
Yeah, you live like this? I bet G don't have a bed frame. I guarantee you that shit.
Bet he don't have a bed.
Look at that.
It's either no bed frame or like no box spring. One of them is missing.
He just lays on the anime body pillow.
It's a twin.
G, why don't you have a girlfriend and we just post this?
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, were you guys doing a show? I didn't know that.
Why the fuck did you add your camera to this, G, and then you walk away?
I wonder how that feels. Listen, I wonder how that feels.
You probably thought the camera was out. So.
Oh shit!
Good game. Mariah says Moose don't laugh.
Hey, at least I got an apartment. Not just a little square. Well, actually, it's the same shit. Nah, take me out. Take me out. You got me.
Okay.
Gonna hit her one time.
You got me.
Goddamn.
Moose turned his camera around. There's been no looking back. You forget you
standing
off with that refrigerator.
those blinds in the fridge
He's hitting
anymore.
you with different angles every day. He's got some lighting in the back too.
No, that original camera angle just fucked Moose up because like you saw everything that he owned in one camera angle. Like, it was his couch, his kitchen, his bedroom, his
so
car.
True. You go back and it's like a completely different Moose.
Yeah.
And then we're on with Chris Cody like late one night, and then he's just like,
it was literally hour number 3.
Yeah, do you have another like angle? Could you turn your camera and all of a sudden there's a guitar on the fucking wall and art pictures?
It's like a pimp ass spot. We're like, bro, what are you doing?
It's classed up in the back.
Jesus. Oh my God.
So Kendrick Perkins has been watching our show.
Clearly.
So
it's
carry
true.
the hell on.
Because he says Thanasis being able to see seconds on the floor during the NBA Finals is beyond disturbing to me. Y'all carry on though. Oh, wait, should I do it in the accent?
What accent?
Oh wait, my perk is terrible. And apparently, him and George Karl got into it. Did y'all see that?
Oh
I did
shit!
not.
Who doesn't George Karl get into it with?
So George Karl said, "I'm taking the Bucks tonight." They went on Pride and with the great Milwaukee fans in the arena. The media, like Kendrick Perkins, need to show them some damn respect. Carry on.
Damn, what a troll.
And then Kendrick showed the Bucks some respect. With all due respect, coach, I know what it takes to win the championship, and playing random and having fun ain't the answer. This is the finals. You are supposed to be stressed out, and that's you care. What the fuck? This ain't fun and games. Now you carry on. And apparently he was wrong because the Bucks didn't win.
Still
The
less
fun and
typos
games
than
was perfect.
Huh?
The fun and games was perfect. You had
Fun
it.
and games. Man,
We know how we do fun
volume.
and games around here.
What? With Moose at the movies?
Oh,
One man, two desires. Drip drop and cinema. It's Moose at the movies. Powered by Streambeat.
no popcorn tonight because this one doesn't deserve it. And thank you, Carla Tiana. Yes, I do fold my laundry. I also have hangers and a full walk-in closet.
Hangover time.
Hangover time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The triumphant return of Moose at the Movies, powered by Streambeat Podcast. What's up, Frankie? Is back. And tonight, I want to shine a light on a basketball player that we all know and love, and his stellar acting performance. Now, quick question. Did you guys know that Ray Allen was in a movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Right? Like, it's crazy, right? But I just have some questions because, like, okay, so let me backtrack. We're gonna take it to the Ivy League route. You all know the movie; it's very, very popular. Where young point guard gets himself in one messy situation. You guys know the Ray Allen movie. That's right. You all guessed it. I'm breaking down Harvard, man. All right.
What the fuck?
That's yep. Oh
This is
man,
racist.
this one was a challenge, people.
The show
but
should have
yeah,
ended 20 minutes ago.
Shut up,
know what?
Gene.
I'm telling you right now, this movie, just hang in there. Okay,
I
so
thought this was about Kendrick Nunn.
Hang in there, time.
hang in there. This is easily the worst movie in the history of cinema. I don't understand.
Ray Allen is in this movie.
No, I wasn't making that up. I don't understand how it got made, and I understand why Ray Allen wants you to have no idea that this movie exists. So this movie takes place like, first off, in this movie stars Vincent Chase, as you can see, Adrian Grenier. Then we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the annoying voice lady from Dazed and Confused and Big Daddy. Nobody knows her name, but
finger
they're all
cuffs
in this. Yeah, and we can't stand. So yeah, we just call her the teacher in this movie. Okay. In this movie, our main character, Vincent Chase, is a philosophy major, and he's borderline brilliant, but he also has his secrets. See, he's actually sleeping with the teacher. with the annoying voice and all that. But don't worry, it's purely physical. See, he starts dating Buffy because she's the captain of the cheerleading team and the star point guard. So they're picture perfect Harvard white couple. But there's a rumor going around about Buffy's father. Apparently, her dad is mixed up with the mob, and Ray Allen, the basketball team's leading scorer, tries to warn Vince about this, but it's too late. Vincent Chase is already too deep, if you know what I mean. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. This is after dark, nobody's watching. So they start dating, and then out of nowhere, he gets a call from his parents that a tornado wiped out their house, and they're essentially homeless now. So he turns to Buffy's mob boss for the financial help and the money and all that, and they agree. Listen, all you have to do is throw the upcoming basketball game, and you can have all your money. Cash. So he reluctantly agrees. The next day in the final minutes of the game, he keeps turning the ball over and passing the ball to Ray Allen low and to the left. They lose the game, and Vince has his cash money to save his parents. All he has to do is wait for the one guy to deliver the duffel bag with his winnings.
So and wait, this is LeBron in 2014, basically.
And 11.
Yes, correct. Definitely 2011. This is where shit gets even fucking weirder, okay? So Vince gets his money. He decides to celebrate the fact that he's about to save his parents by doing pure LSD.
What?
Homie starts tripping hard, and suddenly there's a knock at the door. It's Ray Allen bursting into with a gun to Vince's face, and he delivers the most amazing acting performance. I'm not making this up. He literally goes like this. You know I like to pass chest high. What'd you get us into?
No.
It was great.
Laces out, Dan.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, boom, he's pistol whipped by one of Buffy's goons, and I guess he dies because we never see him again. We also never see Vince because he starts tripping balls and just
wait, who gets pistol whipped by one of Buffy's
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen gets pistol whipped, and then we never see him again. Then the white guy.
I'm having a hard time following the plot of this film.
It's a very difficult movie to follow.
Shuttlesworth gets knocked out.
Even the audio throughout the entire movie, it's dubbed incorrectly. It doesn't lay over well. It was very low budget.
Were you watching this in Spanish?
It felt like it.
Was it streamed on Twitch?
We also, so Vince decides to just leave the money in the duffel bag right there on the doorstep because he's tripping balls. So he decides to go do coke with the teacher. And that's literally it. I mean, more shit happens in this movie, but it makes no fucking sense. Even the way the director shoots it, there's 20 minutes where it's entirely like that, where it's wavy. Vince takes the LSD, the audience starts tripping with him, and the graphics are terrible. The movie was like that for 20 minutes. A bunch of other shit happens, including an FBI tap. This annoying voice teacher is actually part of a sex club that helps save Vince from going to prison. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer actually steals the money from her mob boss. But I didn't care at that point. It took me 3 weeks to finish this fucking thing. All right? All I know is that I'm going to go down to Grown, see our guy Ray Allen, and I'm literally going to ask for my money back or my time back. I give this movie negative 100 drip drops, and I demand an apology from Ray as soon as I get there. I don't even give a fuck about the 3 anymore. I'm pissed off about all of this.
I'm pretty sure this movie doesn't exist. You are actually on an LSD trip right now.
It felt like it. It was terrible. So, yeah, I'll be back next time. Brass, take me out. This was... I gotta stop watching shitty movies, man. We need the off season.
Really you do this on yourself. We don't tell you to watch movies.
You could have watched.
This is the first bad one that I've seen. All the other
you could have watched Black Widow for all we.
I don't know. You watched Luck of the Irish, motherfucker. You have not seen
movie.
Good.
Racist, but good movie.
Most of them are racist.
Somebody cut that up. I know. You should do Double Team. The Disney Channel movie with the twins. And
I know Gianni.
That was actually on my list, but I didn't want to do Disney back to back.
Wait, I know Gianni isn't acting like we're boring him to death when half the time.
Oh my god! What's up with that?
I mean, go ahead.
Watch the whole movie.
Do a breakdown of Spain pick and roll, please. If you really want to bore someone to death.
Shorter than the fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy that Moose just gave us. God damn!
Took me 3 weeks to watch that shit. Really,
that felt like 3 weeks. God. I gotta get napping. I'm ready for another hour, and I'm ready for another hour.
You watch anime, G. Shut up.
I'm gonna watch it when we get off this call. Love Live.
I know you are. That's why you're bitching about it.
Take your ass to bed, G. When we get off this call. Stop staying up all hours watching funny-looking cartoons.
Get your little drip drop bottle over there on the windowsill.
Fold your clothes, first of all.
Well,
I do. Yeah. I'm doing laundry actually. I'm waiting for
How'd
my
y'all feel
khakis to dry.
about Nigeria last night?
Oh, yeah, we should talk about that.
Oh,
Jesus
gee,
Christ.
how do you feel?
G said on the back end of the episode we're going to talk about it, and he just completely...
Listen, tomorrow on Miami Heat Beat here on Twitch.tv/MI Heat Beat, we're going to give you a full breakdown as to why Gabe Vincent is the next franchise player.
My God.
Wow, good take.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be real Stu Goss with it. Be like, do it in an NBA game.
And he has and was all of March and beyond.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Last season don't count. Last season don't count.
Come on, like there were whole
Whatever.
games where he did not look like an NBA player.
I love it.
That is hilarious.
That is good, actually. I like that.
He's been good and serviceable since March. Stop.
There were whole games where he didn't look like an NBA player.
And so neither did Bam.
Whole
sometimes.
weeks. No, but come on, Siobhan.
That one was inflammatory. But
Yes,
no,
you went too far.
No, Gabe was good last season. Stop it.
He was okay. He wasn't lighting up the U.S. Olympic basketball team good.
I outscored Kevin Durant.
Ever.
Get his fucking
He
name
kept
out your
getting
mouth
yanked.
now.
Who
Shortest
does he?
leash on the team.
Who does the U.S. play the next game?
I hope not.
I mean, whoever it is, they whoop their ass, right?
They
they're going to come out.
They fucking better.
It's going to be
They
like
have
a
to.
40 to 50
Oh
point.
fuck! Someone says they're playing Australia. Here go Patty Mills.
Ooh,
Oh,
Mills.
oh.
Hit a
Patty
buzzer beater.
Mills.
Hit a buzzer beater against Argentina.
Yeah, he won.
Bro,
You like Patty Mills, though, don't you, Alf?
listen, on site. On site.
Ben Simmons isn't playing, so it might be
No.
easier.
It's harder because Ben
It's a
Simmons
harder
isn't
game.
playing.
Yeah.
Can't play hack a bit.
You know what I thought was funny? Ben Simmons, like
when I said I would fuck up Patty Mills on site. on
Oh
that
my
towel
God.
Wave, he deserves an ass whooping for that 2014 towel waving.
I don't
And
have.
He still ain't get his yet. Wait
I
till
don't
I
have.
see Patty Mills.
I don't have.
flip it.
I don't have the clip here, but you see the fucking Falcon roast Ben Simmons.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't see that clip.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
with the ESPYs.
I saw it was on Twitter, but I didn't see
I
that.
love that
orphanage.
brand.
I feel like
not
listen,
funny,
And dude,
but it's
they
funny
brought
because
two
it's
kids
Ben.
on to thank him for building fucking their house with bricks.
He
Like
brought
it
on
was
Scott's
incredible.
Tots.
It was very Scott's tie.
It was very Scott's
Holy
style.
shit!
But I love that Brass called him the
The
Falcon.
Falcon. I'm like,
And I don't even watch Marvel. I've never seen fucking Marvel movies, but whatever.
I didn't know who that was. Everybody's
Mr.
like, this,
Mackey?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
who it is.
Anthony Mackie. That's it. That's it.
I don't watch any Marvel property. I don't know anything.
Oh wow, you're such a cool hipster.
Oh god damn it! G and I have something. in
I'm a
common. This
loser. I
sucks.
watch anime and I talk about basketball on Twitch. I'm the biggest fucking loser there is.
Gee, you're
That's
fantastic.
three.
Don't
That's
It's
listen
not,
to
a,
him.
it's not a
Come
flex.
on,
It's
that's
more
three.
like making fun of my cultural ignorance.
You're fantastic.
No,
Someone said-
I would take him out. I want G to stew in his cultural ignorance.
She's the
God
ultimate
damn, this beer
contrarian.
is strong.
Someone said G
She
is
is
a
a
low.
Loki variant.
Yes.
I'd rather do I'd rather have Gator Loki on here. Honestly.
Stream
Low key.
beat.
Low key.
Loki.
Yeah, we got to do something for the Loki finale on Stream Beat. We'll talk about that.
We'll do that. Yeah, let's go.
Wow.
We really petered out here.
Wow.
I mean,
oh, hang on. I actually.
I watched Harvard, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yo, that movie made
that's fucked up.
56,000 at the box office. That is
56,000?
ridiculous.
Shit.
That is Thanasis. You can't even pay for Thanasis.
56,000?
56,000 is still
That's-
that
yo.
that
What's
still
the
feels
budget?
like more money than they had to make the fucking movie.
Not
No, the
only that,
budget. The
but-
budget was
Budget was-
$5.5 million.
Oh,
and
Doesn't
4
feel
of
like
it
it.
went to Buffy.
That's all went to
$5.5
Ray.
Yeah,
million?
exactly.
4 of it went to Buffy, I bet.
That's true because that was like at the peak of Buffy.
That was peak
times.
Buffy.
So you're right. Her quote was probably up.
Exactly.
Wait. What? What is that?
oh gosh.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Not this mother.
Oh.
Hey yo,
What's up, Perk?
I heard that y'all was back in space with Richard Branson.
I wish we were, Perk.
Is this my space?
Yep.
It's your space.
Your space. Go ahead, Perk. Go off.
Exclusive.
Oh, if I can go up, let me just explain something to motherfucking George Karl. Fuck you, George Karl. You fucking pussy.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
That escalated quickly.
I think you got it. I think you said it.
I don't like that shit he did to me on Twitter.
Can you talk to me about the Thanasis minutes tonight?
Bringing up old shit. That was years ago. What? Thanasis? Thanasis is a product of nepotism.
Nippletism.
Yes. Necrophology. That ain't right. Because you just can't get a job because your little brother good at basketball. That's nepolitopotism.
Chat's asking